What's up, fellas? Y'all like the bow tie, man? I'm getting back to being the real bow tie fragrance guy. You know, we actually wearing my bow ties, you know? Like this one. Look, man, I think there should always be something for everybody. So I've talked about, my top niche summer fragrances, my top designer summer fragrances for 2023. I always like to give a list that features the more inexpensive, cost-effective, cheap, whatever you want to say, kind of list. That's what we're talking about today, right? So, without further ado, let's jump into it. What's going on, guys? My name is Darian. I'm the Bow Tie Fragrance Guy. Of course, the focus on this channel is fragrance as well as fashion. So, both looking good and smelling great. So, if you enjoy looking good and smelling great, looking your best every day, I hope you won't mind subscribing to the channel. And if you do that, make sure you hit that little bell icon as well to ensure anytime I upload a new video, you'll get notified. So on today's video, again, I'm going to be jumping into some of the, as we would say, cost-effective, some cost-effective, budget-friendly fragrance options to wear this summer. Always try to keep these fragrances under 50 bucks, meaning most places that you're going to find these fragrances online is going to cost you less than 50 bucks in most places. All right. So if you look for it the first time and you don't see it under 50 bucks, look again, because I'm pretty confident everything I have on this list today you can find for under that price point. So I won't belabor the time. We're going to go ahead and run the intro. And when we come back, some cost effective, budget friendly, cheap, whatever you want to call them, fragrance options that you can wear this upcoming summer. So if you want to see what's on the list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The Bow Tie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. The first fragrance up is from a brand that I don't talk about much at all on the channel. But if you're talking about something for the summertime and you want to save some money, I think this is a great inexpensive option. It's from the brand of Cremo. And this one is called Iced Citron and Driftwood. Iced Citron and Driftwood is no mystery. If you listen to the name of this fragrance, what's in it? They say it's driftwood. It's more like a cedar note to me. So you have driftwood / cedar. You have a nice lemony citrus nuance in the opening of the fragrance as well. And there's this salty marine accord in here as well. Again, if you listen to it, it has a great genetic makeup for a great summer fragrance. And again, the great thing is you're gonna find it for under 30 bucks with regards to where you look. So if you're looking for something inexpensive, this is one that I definitely would recommend in the 10th spot. It's from the brand of Cremo, and this is Iced Citron and Driftwood. All right, guys, the next fragrance up on the list is from the brand of Dolce Gabbana, and every year they come out with their summer edition of this particular fragrance, and this one came out, I think, around 2019 or 20, and this is Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Sun. Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Sun. I know they got another one that's out now. I don't remember the name of it. I may try it out. I don't know. That's a whole nother topic of conversation for another day. You guys know how I feel about that. But anyway, Light Blue Sun. Initially, the way the grapefruit came off on my skin, I did not really like it in this one. But I got a bottle, and over time, I don't know if it's kind of changed. The composition has changed some, but it just plays differently on my skin, the grapefruit. But grapefruit is in here. You get some vanilla when it dries down as well. Again, these fragrances from the Light Blue line have a very summery feel to them. They're very aquatic, very summery feeling. This one is no different. Again, I really like the vanilla in this one, and there's a note of coconut that really gives a tropical feel to this fragrance that I really, really like. So check this one out. It is from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, and this one again is called Light Blue Sun. All right, guys, now the next fragrance up on the list, this fragrance actually comes from Lacoste. This is from their L1212 line. And this one is called Lacoste L1212, and this is called Eau Fraiche. This is the Eau Fraiche fragrance. And again, Eau Fraiche, really fresh fragrance. And obviously, like myself and most of you out there, I love a nice, fresh fragrance for the summertime. Don't want anything too sweet, too cloying in most cases. And this fragrance, for the price, I think is a really, really good bargain. lemon cello. There's this really a fantasy note called lemon cello on here that gives a kind of creamy vibe to the note of lemon. So it's almost like you combine lemon and sandalwood. That's what it smells like. Yeah, you got that in here. You have a nice, real light, summery feel to this fragrance. Again, hence the name Eau Fraiche. Again, it has some musk in here, some cedarwood on the dry down. But again, of course, the theme of the list, this is a great bargain fragrance for the summertime. So check this one out. It's from the house of Lacoste, and this one is called Lacoste L1212, and this is Eau Fraiche. All right, guys. Now the next fragrance comes from the house of Azzaro, and this is from the Wanted line that has about 16 flankers, 16 flankers now, and this one is called Azzaro Wanted Tonic. This is the one that kind of got swept under the rug that nobody really talks about. It always caught my attention because obviously it smells good, and it smells really good in the summertime. All right, this fragrance actually features a note of ginger as well, and you guys know I really love ginger. So for what it is, ginger, patchouli, it's a really simplified note breakdown, but it works. It just smells really good, and that ginger really gives that uplifting feel to this fragrance, and that's something I love in a fragrance that I'm gonna be wearing when it's really hot outside. So again, underrated in my opinion for what it is. It is from the brand of Azzaro, and this is Azzaro Wanted Tonic. All right, guys. Now the next fragrance on the list, this is one when I initially smelled it, I thought that it was really good. It's from the brand of Calvin Klein, and this is called Defy. This is called Defy. Now I got this big, huge bottle. I think this is a 6.7 ounce bottle. I got it from one of the rack stores. I don't remember where, quite some time ago. And when I first saw it in the store, I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. It's a Calvin Klein fragrance, so I wasn't gonna spend $100 whatever plus dollars it was for a retail. Just being honest with you. But when I saw it on discount, I jumped on it because I really do enjoy the scent DNA. Bergamot, lavender, and vetiver are some of the main notes in this fragrance, and for what it is, you're getting a really great summer fragrance with a lot of versatility, man. So check this one out. Again, this is a 6.7 ounce bottle. I'm sure you can find a 6.7 ounce bottle and of course the smaller bottles for less than 50 bucks. This is a really good deal for the summer. Again, this is called Calvin Klein's Defy. All right, the next fragrance on the list, this fragrance made waves a few years ago when it came out, and I feel like it's just as good today as it was when it initially came out a few years ago. From the brand of Abercrombie & Fitch, this is First Instinct Together. First Instinct Together. This fragrance is going to feature apple, pineapple, lavender, and musk. And again, this thing smells heavenly for the price. Seriously. This is a great fragrance to wear in the summertime because all those notes, those fruitier notes, the more citrus notes, of course, make it great for hot weather, in my opinion. And it does not hurt that this fragrance is really good in my experience when you talk about the compliment factor. And again, this is one, this thing smells amazing, and you can get this for under 30 bucks as well. I mean, that's a win-win situation, man. Check it out. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have gotten your nose on this by now, but if you haven't, seriously, check this fragrance out because it is a great bargain for what you're going to pay. It is from the brand of Abercrombie & Fitch, and this is First Instinct Together. All right, now the next fragrance up on the list, this fragrance kind of snuck up on me because it was only released last year, 2022. I didn't hear much about it, but it is a great fragrance for the list that we're talking about today. This is from the brand of Coach, and this one is called Open Road. This is Open Road. Now, I smelled this in a local fragrance shop that I frequent here in my hometown. And it was a fragrance that immediately for the price, I went on ahead and picked it up. Again, this is really easy to wear. All right, you get some apple in here. You get some lavender in here as well. And it's just, like I said, vetiver, cedarwood on the dry down, so a little bit of peppery nuance as well. It's just easy to wear. It's a very mass appealing, very likable scent. That's the best way for me to describe this. And again, it is great for the summertime. That apple opening is really good for what you're gonna find at a fragrance at this price point, man. So seriously, summertime is here. Coach Open Road is a great fragrance to add to your collection for a very good price. So check it out from the house of Coach. Again, this one is called Open Road. All right, guys, when you talk about inexpensive summer fragrances, this fragrance is one that I'm sure comes to most people's mind. It is from the brand of Versace, and this is Versace Pour Homme. Versace Pour Homme. Listen, I normally feature Man Eau Fraiche in this my summer list of inexpensive fragrances, and I could have done that because I'm actually going to wear that. I wear that every summer, but this is one that I haven't mentioned as much, and it is probably just as good as Man Eau Fraiche. All right, so you get a beautiful citrus opening in this fragrance, and what I really have always loved about this scent is the dry down when you start to get that sweetness from the tonka bean. So you get the citruses and the aquatic feel and all that kind of stuff that is typical in a summer fragrance, but I love that slight bit of sweetness that the tonka bean adds to this fragrance. One I have always really enjoyed, and a lot of you have too. It's a very popular fragrance, and I had to have one classic fragrance on this list, and this is the one that I went with this year. Obviously one of the most recognizable fragrances from the brand, the namesake. This is Versace Pour Homme. All right, guys, and coming in at the number 2 spot this year, this fragrance comes from the brand of Mont Blanc, and this is Legend Spirit. Legend Spirit. I love this fragrance. I have always loved this fragrance from the time that it came out. Guys, one of the things I really love, I love lavender because it gives a very masculine, very traditional feel to fragrances. Okay, you find lavender in all fougères, so I really love lavender, and this features the note of lavender. This thing is really fresh. It's a lot more fresher interpretation than the original Mont Blanc Legend, and that is the recipe for a great fragrance that works in the high heat in the summertime. Love this fragrance. It's been out for a while, so I won't spend as much time on it, but it's in the number 2 spot for a reason. This is a really uplifting fragrance, so check it out from the brand of Mont Blanc. This is Legend Spirit. All right, guys, and coming in at the number 1 spot, this fragrance is from the brand of Rasasi, and this is called Rasasi Hawas. Now, this fragrance has been out for a while, and I heard a lot of people talk about this fragrance and say a lot of good things when it came out. And it took me a while to get it. I just acquired this fragrance last year, I want to say, and instantly I became a believer. All right, apple, bergamot, cinnamon, plum as well in this fragrance, just to name a few of the notes. It does resemble Invictus Aqua fragrances that you would see from like the Invictus Aqua line. But again, for the price point, you really cannot beat this. You talk about mass appeal and compliment getter, great for the summertime. All those things come to mind when you hear the name Rasasi Hawas. Excellent fragrance, and that's why it's in the number 1 spot. I absolutely love the way this thing smells. Trust me on this one. If you don't have it, you want to get your nose on it. So check it out from the brand of Rasasi. This is called Hawas. But that is it, guys. That is my time. That is my cheap or inexpensive or budget-friendly fragrances that I'm going to be wearing this upcoming summer 2023. I would love to hear what you guys are going to be wearing as well that fit this same description. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate your guys' time and attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to make sure you take a few moments to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use this information to find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.